What's up, YouTube? This is RC2K, and today I'm going to show you how to clean and re-oil your Traxxas 4x4 differentials. This is part 1 of about 2 or 3 parts. So today I'm going to only be covering the front differentials. So if you are wanting the rear differentials, then make sure to check out part 2. So let's get on with the video. Today I'm going to be using my Stampede 4x4 VXL, but it's just about the same as the Slash 4x4 and the Traxxas Rally. First step is taking off all 4 wheels. Now that all 4 wheels are off, we are ready to begin. I'm going to start this video by working on the front. The first step is to take out 4 screws, which are this one, so those 2 screws down there, and then way over here by the antenna, right there, that's 3, and then right there, under where the battery would be, that's 4. So take out those 4 screws. Next, you're going to flip your truck over and remove the steering bell crank from the servo, which means you're taking out this screw right here. Now we are going to remove the entire front assembly from the chassis. So what you're going to do is you're going to try to bend those away and pull, and see it comes right out. Sometimes the drive shaft will be pulled out with it, and that's okay if it's pulled out. You can just set it aside, or like mine, it just stayed in there, or you can just keep it in there. So we can set the whole chassis aside, and we're going to move on to the next step. Now that you have removed the front assembly, I recommend taking off the front bumper, which is held on by 5 screws. 2 right there, and on the underside, 3 right here. So those 5 screws. When you have the 5 screws out, your bumper should be able to just pop off like this. So you can set that aside. And what we're going to do next is take off this blue aluminum plate. Actually, I don't think it's aluminum, but we have to take that off. So first step is to take off that screw. Alright, now that this screw's off, you can pull off this plate. Shouldn't be too hard. Set that aside. And as you can see, there are 2 metal rods that hold in the front arms. So you can use the pliers, but mine are coming out very easily. So what I'm going to do is just pull both of those out. Like that. You can use pliers for that. And then let's go on to the next step. Now that we've pulled out the pins that hold the arms down, we are going to flip it over and remove these 2 screws. Now that you've undone those 2 screws, this bottom plate will pop off, but make sure to not get grease on you, because, see? So, the next step is to remove the shock tower from the diff housing. So you're going to take off 1, 2, 3, 4 screws, so these 4. Now that you've got off those 4 screws, the diff housing will not be held together. So you want to hold the front and back. I wish I could give you a better view of that. Front and back, otherwise it'll fall off. And you can just pull it off, and then pull off the drive shafts. And there's your diff housing right there, all disconnected. As you can see, this front is going to come off very easily. But before we take that off, we're going to remove the drive shafts with the grub screw right there, the grub screw right there, and also feel free to take, or not just feel free, please take off this right here with that grub screw right there, this thing. Now it is time to pull it apart. So I'm just pull it apart here, and there, we've got your differential, got your diff right here. I'll set that down. And right down there, is your pinion here. So just push this side and it'll come out. There. So here's my pinion gear. Set that aside. And right now, you can take out the bearings and clean everything out. I have gotten everything clean, including the inside of each half of the diff housing. They're drying on this paper towel right now, but as you can see, everything's clean. One reminder, this is kind of like the bottom of the diff house. So, I haven't cleaned that yet, as you can see, but I'm going to do that, and you should. And I have not cleaned the differential yet because this is what we're about to take apart. So, to take care of the fluid. So first of all, you're going to take off the two bearings. After you get the two bearings off, the second step is to take out those 4 screws. Now that you've got the 4 screws off, you can pull it off. Now, on the other side of this, I believe this is called the sun gear, but you can push the rod right there and it comes out like that. So, I guess you can set that to the side. And also I noticed there's a rubber seal. I'm guessing something bad would happen if you broke it. You'd have to buy a new one, definitely. So, try not to damage that rubber seal. And there we go. I'll set this aside for cleaning. Next, if you look down there, there are, I don't know what type of gears these are, but they're held together by bars. So you could take tweezers, I'm going to take needle nose pliers, and you can grab that bar right there and pull it out. And look, the 2 gears come out. Now, they're not connected to the bar, so see, they can just slide off. So right now, I'm just going to slide them off and put them to the side for cleaning. And then, if you look even further down there, there's one more sun gear. So now that everything's off, I'd recommend going and cleaning it to get ready to put new fluid in it. As you can see, everybody, everything's all cleaned up. And I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put everything back together to fill it with fluid. Alright, let's talk about the 2 sun gears. Now, both of them have the blue rubber seal, which you should clean. But only one of them has the washer and the seal. So, bet you can't see this on camera, but this one I'm holding has the washer and the seal. So, let's grab the one that has both the washer and the seal, put the other one aside for a minute. I'm gonna kind of like move the camera a bit. Alright, so with this one, you're gonna take the casing and put it right through the hole in the bottom, just like how we took it out. Next, I'm just gonna set it over there. You're gonna take these planet gears that are on the bar that look kind of like a bow tie, or like bow tie, and make sure you're putting them in the right way. I put them in the wrong way, like kind of flipped them around, and it wasn't working out for me. So, as you can see in the casing, there is a slot right there and a slot right there, and kind of slide both sides in. Sorry, I think my fingers are blocking it, but you get the point, right? So, like that, kind of, and then slide it in like that. So, everything should be able to kind of move around, okay, like that. Now, I really apologize about this part. I bought the fluid on Amazon, and it is taking forever to come. So, and I want to get this video published, so I'm not going to put the fluid in, but I'm going to show you what to do. And we can just pretend like there's fluid inside of it. So, you'll get your fluid, so you'll put it together like this, and I looked it up, how much fluid to put in it. A half to full. So, somewhere in there. Maybe just in between that, so 3/4. Once you have it filled up, about 3/4, doesn't have to be completely exact. You're going to take the next sun gear that doesn't have the washer and stick it right on top. Now, with the fluid there, it's going to stick. It really won't for mine, but it won't affect it too bad. Okay. Next, you put the seal on. And if you notice, like, the square parts, I don't know how to describe it, but you put it in the slots. Sorry, it's sticking to my finger. I thought I cleaned these well, like, honestly. So, the two little, like, prongs, the two little prongs, that little spot goes in between. So, and then the holes should be lined up, obviously. Now, finally, this thing. I'm sorry, I don't know what this is called. You want to line the holes up, slide it on, and I looked this, well, I was watching a video, and I heard that you want this to be evenly screwed on, so you want to do it in a star pattern. So screw this one in first, then this one, then that one, kind of diagonally. So I'm going to do that. It is bearing time. Sorry about that camera thingy. Alright, so, sorry about that too. Skinny bearing. This side. On the plastic side. Yeah, looks like plastic. But wider bearing over here on the metal side. So that's that. Now, you can take this side of the casing. Oh, why am I doing that? Okay, first, before that, the two other bearings. Kind of the normal size bearings. Put one on this side, and then on the inside, put one down there if I can. There. Not too bad. Okay, now, don't know what this is called. Sorry. Put this in, this gear in. I heard someone call it a pinion gear, but I don't know. Maybe pinion gear? So put that in through the bearings. Then, you'll want to put your diff in. See, it's... Okay, sorry, I did that horribly. Okay, so put your diff in like that. Like that. Everything should slide well. Believe this is the right way, right? Right? Yeah, this is the right way. Alright. So once that is in, you're going to oil it. So what you're going to do is you're going to take, in my case, the white lithium grease, and you're going to take some and kind of, dang it, okay, like smudge it right here, turn it, smudge it, turn it, put some right there, turn it, right there, turn it, until all the teeth have grease on them. You can get it like, you can get kind of messy with it. It doesn't really matter. Just don't like fill the whole entire case. So once you get all the grease in the teeth, grease in all the teeth, gosh, then you can put this on the right way. Next, you are gonna put everything back together and put it back on your truck. Sorry, but I'm not gonna include the putting back together in this video. But if you would like, you can go back earlier in the video and kind of like do it backwards. So do everything we did to take everything apart backwards, and you'll be good. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry I can't include the putting back together. I'm not going to say the reason, but there really is no reason. I just don't want to put it all the way back together on camera. It's actually harder than it looks. Sometimes I have to redo things. Anyway, do everything backwards. Thanks for watching. Comment if you have any questions about putting it back together or anything. Please subscribe. I need more than 3 subscribers, guys. And like it, share it, whatever. You don't have to share it. I don't really know why they have to whole share anything, but just subscribe. I really need those subscribers. So, thanks for watching. This was RC2K. Or this is RC2K.